Is the SEO industry really a scam? This is a provocative question that really continues to make its rounds in business circles and online forums. SEO is often seen as the magic bullet for online success, but is it all it's cracked up to be? Today, I want to dive into the problems with SEO agencies, and give you some pro tips on how to avoid these issues, and also give you some of my favorite SEO tools at the end. All right, so SEO or search engine optimization is essential for anyone wanting to get noticed online in the sea of many, many fish. But why do so many people think it's a scam or it's not worth it? Well, there's several reasons behind this that I'm going to kind of dive into and unpack so that you can avoid them and kind of know what to watch out for. So the main number one reason is misleading promises. Many SEO agencies claim they can guarantee you a certain number, a certain ranking on Google, or a certain spot. And this sounds amazing, right? Well, here's the catch. No one can actually guarantee your ranking or your spot. Google's algorithms are highly complex and influenced by countless factors that are beyond anyone's control, including competition and changes in search behavior. So there's no way that anyone can guarantee a rank with all of these constant changes. A more honest SEO agency would tell you that SEO is more about improving your visibility and increasing your chances of ranking higher, but no one can promise that coveted spot. There's just things that you can do, actions that you can take to improve. So an example of this is like a fitness coach promising you'll have a six-pack in 2 weeks. Sure, you might see some progress, but if they're not considering, if they're not looking at your current fitness level, your diet, and other factors, that promise is unrealistic. It's not going to happen. So always be skeptical of agencies that make bold guarantees, and instead look for those that offer realistic goals, detailed strategies, and focus on long-term growth, not overnight success. The next thing that really kind of gets in the way of SEO and the problems with SEO agencies is their transparency, or lack thereof, if I can spit that out. So many agencies operate behind a veil of secrecy, offering little to no explanation about the methods that they use to boost your rankings. And this secrecy can make it difficult for business owners to understand what's being done, how their money is being spent, and whether the tactics being used are ethical or even effective. It's a secret sauce that no one knows about. Is it actually being applied? So imagine taking your car to a mechanic who refuses to tell you what's wrong with your vehicle or how they're going to fix it. Would you trust them? Would you just hand over money? No, probably not. And the same thing applies to SEO or an SEO agency. So lack of transparency often leads to distrust, which is why it's crucial to work with an agency that has open door policy about their practices and processes and what they do. And something that you can do is ask potential SEO partners to walk you through their strategy in detail, and a reputable agency will be happy to explain their methods and show you examples of past successes and show you kind of the stepping stones of what they're going to do for you. It should not be a mystery that you have to uncover or have to solve. Another major challenge with SEO is constantly changing algorithms, which makes it tough not only for SEO agencies, but for people that do it themselves and businesses across the globe. This is something that's never going to change. It's always going to be this way, but we just have to know that it's there so we can kind of work with it and leverage it and hope to overcome it. So Google is known for updating its algorithms frequently, sometimes hundreds of times a year, and these updates can have massive impact on your website's ranking. Businesses often find themselves scrambling to adapt to these changes, which can be frustrating and costly. So think of SEO like playing a board game where the rules change every time you roll a dice. It's nearly impossible to develop a winning strategy when the goalposts keep moving. This unpredictability is one of the main reasons businesses struggle to see consistent return on their SEO investment. So while you can't predict every change, working with an agency that stays up to date on the latest SEO trends and best practices can help you navigate these shifts more effectively. Also, consistency, whether you're working with an agency or doing things yourself, being consistent in what you're doing and what you're taking action on will help maintain your rankings, because while the algorithm changes from time to time, it's still based on many of the same factors, such as routine, consistent content, relevant content, keywords, all the things that are always going to be there. And with that being said, another issue with SEO services is, the low quality of services out there, and a big problem with the industry that we have to, watch out for. So there are plenty of providers out there who offer rock bottom prices, but as the saying goes, you get what you pay for. So these services often involve outdated tactics like keyword stuffing or purchasing cheap backlinks, which can actually harm a website's ranking. Cheap, untrusted backlinks are kind of one of the worst things that you can do for SEO. So it's like hiring a contractor to build your dream home, only to find out they use substantial materials and shoddy construction methods. And the house might stand for a while, but eventually the flaws start to show. It starts leaking, the roof caves in, and God forbid it collapses at some point. This is not what we want with a house or our SEO. So in SEO, low quality work can lead to penalties from search engines, a drop in rankings, and tarnished online reputation. So avoid agencies that offer prices that seem too good to be true. Instead, invest on quality services that prioritize ethical practices and long-term successes. This is not a bottom of the barrel game. So again, you get what you pay for. So be careful. And finally, with the rise of AI and DIY SEO tools and resources, more and more business owners are taking matters into their own hands. While there are definitely benefits to SEO agencies, there are definitely risks too. So they are becoming, agencies are becoming more and more obsolete with all the tools at our disposal now. So here are some of my favorite tools if this is something that you want to start to tackle on your own. At the end of the day, you should at least understand this stuff so that you can speak intelligently about it and know what the SEO agencies are doing. So the best thing to do is kind of learn it and do it yourself before you ever outsource it. So there are platforms such as SEMrush or Ahrefs and also Moz. They provide powerful tools that can help you manage your SEO without the need for an agency. You can look up keywords, monitor your keyword, backlinks, all that stuff. And they also allow you to analyze competitors and even audit your SEO's performance. So these are some great tools. There's some free versions. Some of these you've got to pay for, so just keep that in mind. Also, another standout tool that I use for my businesses is Journalist AI. So this is a platform that uses advanced AI to generate high quality content that's already optimized for SEO, making it easier for you to rank without needing an expensive agency. So Journalist AI helps you create content that not only meets the search engine guidelines, but also resonates with your audience, which is critical to boosting engagement and conversions. So there's a free trial of it below if you guys want to test it out, but you can create blog articles that have internal links, external links, and they're keyword optimized. So it's one of the best things that you can do is release blogs daily to help get your site ranked quick, and this tool allows you to do that really, really fast. So if you have time and resources, DIY tools can be a great way to manage some aspects of your SEO. But keep in mind, for more complex strategies, you may still want to look into an SEO agency. But at the end of the day, like I said, you still want to learn these strategies and best practices for yourself so that you know what an agency is doing and how to better work with them in the long run. So circling back to the main question, is SEO and the SEO industry really a scam? Well, it's a little bit more nuanced than that, as we went over. So there are bad actors out there, and yes, the landscape is fraught with challenges, but SEO itself is far from a scam. It's an essential tool for growing your online presence. The key is to be informed and selective about who you trust with your SEO. Avoid agencies that make grandiose promises, demand transparency, and be wary of low-cost providers that might cut corners.